Here with UIndy men's basketball coach Scott Heady alongside Elad Bakshi and Kelvin Amoako following the Greyhounds' 74-60 win over the Lewis Flyers. Coach Heady, give us an opening statement.
Well, I mean, I don't think our guys would agree it wasn't one of our better games for over 40 minutes, but we did. I thought in the second half we were much better. Um, I just felt like in the first half we were kind of spinning our wheels a little bit. We'd get up, get a little bit of a lead, get it to 8 or 10, and then we'd have some defensive breakdowns. They've got two guys that can really shoot it, and we kind of let them get open a little bit in the first half, and I think they combined for 8 or 9 threes, the two shooters, and it was a number one thing we talked about that we couldn't let happen. And so the good thing is in the second half we were much better, and as a result we were able to build a lead and make them do other things other than those two guys shoot the threes. And I think they were 25 or 26% in the second half from three, and overall for the game, I mean defensively, we hold a team to 29% in 60 points. So happy with that. But I feel like, for the most part, we could have played better. And I give that team credit. They're not playing for anything. The record's not great, but if you watch them, and I watched them on Thursday, and man, they play hard. They play with enthusiasm. They really compete, and that's I think a credit to their coaching staff and to their team. So we talked to our guys about that's what we were going to see, and we saw that tonight. So, but overall, I mean, I think it's our points in the paint were 34-8, and that's something we felt like that we could do. We could hurt them inside. Um, so 21 offensive rebounds for them. That's something we got to clean up. And I think three or four of them were off free throws. So that's something we'll address next week in practice. But overall, we were better in the second half, and defensively much better in the second half. So we'll take it and we'll move on. And we're going to take a couple days off. I think our guys are a little tired, and they played a lot of minutes tonight, and so we're going to take a couple days off and get ready to go Truman on Thursday.
So Elad and Kelvin, you guys were great on the interior tonight on both ends. As Coach Heady mentioned, only gave up 8 points inside all night. You two down low, really getting the job done. So just talk about what was going through your head, kind of protecting the painted area tonight.
I think it was kind of clear we had a big size advantage over there, especially with Kale. They have nobody close to his size, and I just think we had executed really good things in defensively, especially, and offensively. It was most of our points in play was just running. We took the board. We had a lot of opportunities to go downhill. We did it.
Yeah. Elad, you had a lot of early action today, just running the floor and, just putting your head right underneath the basket and finding easy ones down low. Is that something that you've become more comfortable with? Because earlier in the year, you were kind of standing out on the perimeter. So talk about that evolution in your game.
I think actually before I came to the States, that was my main thing on offense. And over here, I kind of got to a different role, and it took me some time to feel comfortable in it. I think we can see the difference between the beginning of the year to now in terms of feeling comfortable on the floor. So, I'm trying to get back to the things I'm used to do alongside the things I'm doing better now. So, and it feels much better.
And Kelvin, on the interior tonight, you finished with 12 and 5. It was very physical down there. You had a size advantage, but smaller bigs, they'll always play physical. So just talk a little bit about how you handle that exterior stress that's always put on you.
I feel like just being able to know that you're tougher, that I truly work on everything that I try and do, and just being able to try and out muscle and out tough anyone. So I just feel like it's a big part of my game that I've improved in compared to if you look at me last year. So I just feel like being able to trust my teammates so I can be open enough for them to throw it. Being able to seal, be strong, get low, have my hands out, just demand the ball.
And it was overall, not just in the paint, a great defensive night, but you held them to under 30% from the field. They shot 29.2% from the field. So any of you guys can answer this, but just talk about how this team has really molded together and developed this defensive identity that was a part of this result today.
I think we've talked before. I mean, that's kind of like what we kind of try to, that's kind of our foundation. And, we spend a lot of time in practice, and we chart things and watch on film and try to get better with those things every week. And I think we have improved defensively. Tonight, giving up the offensive rebounds would be the only thing, the 3-point shots at the beginning in the first half. But I think overall, our team defense, just keeping the ball out of the lane, our rotations, our closeouts, and then just kind of playing to the scout and knowing their strengths and trying to take away what the team's strengths are. I think we've gotten better with that. Like I said, tonight we weren't real consistent with it, but overall, I think why we've been able to win here recently is, I think, the two things: the defense, and then just rebounding and taking care of the basketball.
Well, it was a really hard-fought effort tonight. Nothing's easy in this
No,
league. It's very,
never.
very tough. So always have to be proud of a win against an opponent that might not have a great record, but they're playing very hard. So great job tonight, guys. Good luck next weekend against Truman State.
Thank you.
Thank you.